Hey guys, welcome to day one of our Nail Your Marketing Strategy in 5 Days e-course. Super excited to have you on board and can't wait for you to have a solid marketing strategy and plan at the end of these 5 days. Today we're talking about business goals and objectives because ultimately your marketing strategy should really be driving you closer to your business goals. So let's dive in and see why is it so important to align these two together. Before getting started on your marketing plan, we first need to get clear on what your marketing objectives are. To get started, get clear on your business goals and we'll reverse engineer to work out what exactly your marketing objectives are. As business and founders, sometimes we get too caught up with the day-to-day stuff that we've forgotten to see the big picture. We ended up working on marketing campaigns just because everyone else is doing it without really assessing whether these tactics and campaigns are really aligned with our marketing objectives and strategy. So for today's planning, we'll be looking into 3 months or 90 days in advance. I like to keep my planning within 90 days because with digital marketing, the beauty of it is if it's not working, you can always change your strategy. It's all about testing and optimizing that. So I think 3 months is a great time frame to see the results or, to tweak it to get the results you want. Anyways, as you can see from the Excel worksheet, we're going to start with what your business goals are for the next 3 months. So whether it is to grow your audience, to grow your revenue, whatever it is, put that down. And next, work out what is your sales target, because at the end of the day, your marketing effort should be driving you towards a particular sales target. Look at business goals number 1. Just for the sake of this example, we're looking at a sales target of 11,000 for this quarter, and we'll be working with 2 different scenarios here. So obviously the first one would be just a launch sales target where you only have one product or services that you'll be launching. For the purpose of this example, we have 11,000 as the revenue target. Your single unit price would be 500. This sales target here has already been populated, so all you need to do is really put in your revenue target and what the unit price is here, and this would be how many sales you need to make in order to make $11,000. So the cells that are in blue are the ones that you should be filling up, and all these numbers are automatically populated. For the purpose of this example, again, the sales conversion rate from a warm lead to a final sale is 10%. This is just a really basic guess and assumption. If you have your historical data or if you know what your industry average is, feel free to change that and it will automatically changes all the numbers. So for example, if your industry average is 8%, all these numbers would change automatically. But for the sake of this example, we're going to go back to 10%. And that means that you need 220 warm leads. So these are the customers that you have already built some sort of connection with, and some of them are ready to take the credit card out to purchase. We'll dive more into details in the customer journey mapping and content strategy lesson. Next one we'll be looking at would be the nurturing conversion rates. Most of the time, this would definitely be lower than sales conversion rate because you don't have any trust with your new audience and they're still trying to get to know you. Obviously, not all the target audience that come across your brand would resonate with your message, and there will be obviously some sort of dropout. So I put 5% here. Again, it is up to you to work out what percentage is realistic for your business. Here's how many cold leads you need in order to make $11,000 in the next quarter. So now that we have these scenarios here, it's time to work out our marketing objectives. For the next quarter, you want to have 10% sales conversion rate and 5% nurturing conversion rate. Another objective that you really want to focus on is to drive 4,500 traffic. So how are you going to drive this traffic? That is going to form a part of your marketing strategy. So now it's time to look at scenario 2 where you have a sales target with a product or service mix. We're going to break that 11,000 down to 3 different categories. So for example, it could be one service here, it could be product 1 and product 2. Something to note on the service side of things is your conversion rate might be higher between your warm leads to your sales target. So your warm leads could be a complimentary discovery call or a trial period. Let's say it's 50% and then we can put 25% here because obviously with a service lead, you want it to be more targeted and the conversion rate is usually higher. So the formula here works exactly the same as scenario 1. The only difference is breaking down the revenue target to whatever product mix
that you have.
The key here is to set realistic goals. So how do you work out these figures? So have a look at your historical data, sales in the last 3 months, last 6 months, or this time last year if your product and services is seasonal, and apply a percentage of growth to that. If you're unsure of what growth percentage to apply, have a look at the industry average and use your professional judgment to make that assumption. So I wouldn't really recommend anything more than 10% unless your business is currently undergoing some sort of rapid growth. I think there's this fine line between stretch goals and unrealistic goals, and the latter does not do any good to your business. So yeah, that's all for lesson 1. Hope that you have better clarity of what your business goals and marketing objectives are. If you need someone to hold you accountable and put out there to the universe, simply hit reply and let me know what your marketing objectives are. It should be something specific and measurable. So for example, you want to hit 1,000 email subscribers on your mailing list and also a conversion rate of 5% to bring you the sales target you want. If you have any questions at all or feedback on lesson 1, please let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 2.